A very good afternoon and welcome to Gradeup. My name is Abhishek Singh and I welcome you all in this really crucial, very important topic for today. That is the policy paper on the circular economy and e-waste management. So guys, I hope that all of you must be doing good enough, must be very safe, fine in this season of pandemic. So on behalf of the entire team of Gradeup, I welcome you all once again. And before we could proceed further, I'd like to tell you guys that in the recent year examination, the questions related to the treatment of the e-waste, or the questions related to the circular economy, or the questions related to the reduce, reuse, and recycle, the three R's. These are quite favorite of the UPSC guys. So make sure that you are attending this session with the utmost attentivity, and also do not forget to watch till the end, so that at the last I will be discussing one or two sample questions from this topic, right? So guys, stay tuned with us and let's proceed without any further delay. So first of all, this is my brief introduction. Those who are unaware, this is my name, Abhishek Singh Rathore, and I have been guiding UPSC aspirants since 2017. And not just that, these are UPSC credentials, you can check that out as well. And anyway guys, one more and one great announcement that I have to make for you. आप सबके लिए बहुत ही सुनहरा, बहुत ही शानदार मौका है, एक आखिरी मौका आप बोल सकते हैं दोस्तों. तो बिल्कुल इसको आप जाने मत दीजिए हाथ से before the prices go up, right? So you got one last time 55% off on the old prices of the fees, right? So just use this code last 55 and avail a straight, right, direct 55% off on all the courses of Gradeup Super. Okay, so guys, let us proceed to the topic. And what is the issue, basically, what is the matter in this topic? First of all, so guys, recently what happened, that a paper that titled Circular Economy in the Electronics and Electrical Sector, that paper aims to encourage the circular economy or to ensure the zero to minimal wastage in the use of electronics and electrical sector. Now, question arises that why is that important for India in first place? भाई हमें क्या जरूरत है इसकी, right? So the जरूरत है, बिल्कुल जरूरत है, क्योंकि let me tell you that India is the third largest electronic waste generator in this world. After China and USA, it is on the third according to the Global E-Waste Monitor 2020. All right. So that is why we need a very sound and very robust policy to deal with the e-waste management. Okay. So currently, what is the situation in India? This picture gives an idea about it. Have a look on this one. India's e-waste mess stinks. क्या बोल रहा है कि भाई भारत के जो ई वेस्ट का जो मेस पूरा का पूरा जो क्रिएट हुआ है, स्टिंक्स, काफी खराब, बहुत ही बदबूदार, घटिया कंडीशन. So guys, literally does not mean that it stinks, but this picture wants to give an indication that it is the electronic waste, it is creating a lot of troubles. In fact, we ourselves, like, we are not very serious about getting our mobile phones, getting our old phones, etc., old laptops, etc., and other electronic gadgets getting recycled. We are not very serious about it. Rather, we keep purchasing new, and the old ones are just dumped here and there and all that. So what is e-waste? Everyone, please pay attention. ध्यान से सुनिए सब लोग. Any electronic or electrical product which is discarded, that is e-waste. What's the issue here? That India's e-waste generation is rising at the rate of 4 to 5%, almost as better than the GDP growth rate right now, isn't it? So guys, this is problem. And what is problem? It's a huge gap between the e-waste generation and e-waste dismantling or recycling. So generation of the waste is not a problem until and unless it's usually getting recycled, and the useful products are taken out and the harmful products are actually disposed safely in a properly manner without harming the environment. But as we all know that suppose if you are having living in a house and you are not giving any, you are not doing any dusting, not any wiping or something, so occasionally what will happen, your house will be, it will be turning into completely junk, filled with the garbages and trash everywhere. So would you like to live in such a house? Obviously not. So very simple सी बात है, it's like that only in the electronic waste also, that the recycle or the recycling in the electronic waste or the dismantling in the electronic waste, that is equivalent to the mopping and the brooming, mopping and the dusting in the house. But that is not happening. So the extra waste is getting stinking. It's getting stinking. Okay. So what can be done? What can be done about it? Handle e-waste in scientific manner, like the proper disposal of all the components that cannot be recycled. Increase number of the dismantling and recycling units. Currently 148 units are there and we need to increase it further. And the best and the biggest thing that we need to do, that is to increase the awareness among the consumers. Like, the consumers today, they are not very much bothered. I think recently you might have seen that Apple Corporation, Apple Inc. had decided to not to give the additional power adapter, right? Additional, that charger plug, you can say, additional power adapter along with its iPhones. And even other companies are also starting to follow the same suit. But in India, if you see, like most of the people, they think that Apple is doing this to save the cost. Guys, come on, like they could have saved the cost in the phone also, right? They could have saved the cost in other things as well. The accessories, etc. They could have been given, they could have been more easy on the offers and all that. But why did they choose this? Because to set a trend, to set a norm. And literally it was a welcome step, in fact, I should say, because the electronic components are obviously piling up every time we purchase a new mobile phone or a new electronic device and gadget. We get a lot of charges in there. So the companies are basically trying to make it more streamlined, make it more suitable, okay, to manage the waste. Anyway, so the term that I have used here in the lecture, that is the circular economy. So the question arises that what is the meaning of circular economy? Hello Apul, good afternoon dear, how are you? Good afternoon everyone. So first of all, circular economy, if it is concerned, so guys, this is the only thing that has the potential for enhancing the resource security, then abatement of the loss of the precious and rare minerals, and addressing the pollution, enhancing livelihood opportunities, and mitigating the environmental degradation. So guys, some of you might be aware that electronic waste or e-waste, it just does not lead to the wastage of some very precious and rare minerals, but at the same time, the plastic that is used in it, or the other, you can say, non-degradable components which are used in it, mostly polycarbonate and all that, guys, they are of the great problem if the long-term effect of those things on the environment is concerned, right? So that is why this is the effort under the circular economy funda, that is to regain these things and also to mitigate the environmental degradation. Obviously, when some people will do this, it will naturally enhance the livelihood opportunities also. Agreed or not? Yes. So what is that circular economy? Guys, it is an industrial system which is an alternative to the highly extractive and resource intensive linear economic principle. Very simple सी बात है. You have got raw materials, you have got a manufacturing sector, and you have got a consumer. So either you can do this, like take the raw materials, okay, and process it in your plant, okay, manufacturing process, and then sell it to the consumer, okay, sell and consumption, okay, consumption. So this is called as the linear economy when the product which is manufactured by using the raw material is simply reaching to the user end, and after that it is just lost somewhere, disposed of. But when will it be called as the circular economy? Guys, when you will not just leave this non-recyclable waste, but also you will be using the reuse. You will be doing the reuse, like raw materials production, consumer, and from there classify the waste products. Send back those products which are recyclable or reusable to the manufacturing centers. They will produce it further. They will produce the new products further, and then which are the non-recyclable waste, just dispose that safely, right? And what is circular economy? Guys, almost everything, almost entire thing is actually dependent on the production, use, recycling. Some raw materials, but again, production, use, recycling. So when we try to increase the recycling, then it is called as the circular economy. Basically cycle, related to the circle. So that is something. So I hope that now it is not having any issues with anybody. All of you, those who are seeing it or those who will be watching it, you all should have a very clear idea that what is the meaning of the linear and circular economy. Now, major recommendations. So guys, the policy paper on the circular economy for the mitigating of the e-waste. So let us have a look on what major recommendations have they given in that policy paper. All right. So I hope that up to here it is absolutely clearly understandable to all of you. Okay, Smita, thank you so much for that. Thank you so much. Good afternoon. And what are the major recommendations? First of all, setting up a material sampling lab across the region to assess the material value in the end of the life product. Let me give you a simple example, everyone. Suppose that there is a new phone launch on the Flipkart or on any other e-commerce platform, and it is saying that exchange offer available. It asks the IMEI number, that is the unique code of your electronic product, especially mobile phone, and you enter that IMEI number and it tells the value of your product if you are exchanging that for your new device. So how to do that? So guys, basically that is done on the basis of the IMEI number. It is done remotely with the help of the electronic meters and all the parameters which are fixed in your phone itself. But guys, collection of the sample and the labs to assess the value of that sample, that is more better method to take an idea, to have an idea about the end of life product. मतलब जो खराब हो गया है, बिल्कुल अब किसी काम का नहीं बचा, उसमें भी कुछ वैल्यू रहती है. So what is that value? वो पता लगाना, that is the first recommendation. उसके लिए labs establish करना पूरे अलग अलग areas. That is mandatory use of the certain percentage of critical materials sources from the secondary materials. So it is recommending that by whatever critical materials are used in the electronic gadget or device, it should be mandatory that some percentage of that material should be secondary. Like, let me give you one example. Suppose that you are using lithium polymer batteries, right? Lithium polymer batteries. So this lithium, right, it actually leaches out after the long-term use of the batteries. However, some people, they change their mobile phones or the laptops or the electronic gadgets which are mostly running on the lithium polymer battery or the lithium ion batteries. Okay, guys, they are exchanging the comparatively better device, and it is having excellent battery also. So what to do with that? So it should be made according to the recommendation, that it should be a provision that suppose you are using the battery, so you can use this battery after recycling, or you can, if the battery is good enough, it's quite new in condition, so you can use this in the device itself right now. So that is how it is second recommendation. Now, resource efficiency or the circular economy labeling, okay, eco labeling on the products in the percentage use of recycled materials in the product to create consumer awareness in recycling aspects of the products. For example, I will give you one very good example. The 2019 World Cup, the Cricket World Cup, right? 2019 Cricket World Cup, Team India's jersey. Guys, this Team India's jersey that was prepared from the recycled plastic bottles. All right, basically recycled plastics. Can you imagine, like, the wearable cloths are they are actually made from the recycled plastic, but the cloths were not of plastic. Okay, it tells us that the chemical composition of that particular thing, that can be an addition, that can be alternative into the different type of products, right? Because ultimately, you see, our cloths, especially the cloths made of the synthetic fibers, they are the organic fibers, right? They are the polymers only, a type of polymer only. The plastic is also a type of polymer, right? So whether there is any possibility of the reuse or not, that is something to be decided by the industry and experts. But if there is a possibility, then why not to use it? And you can easily brand it, na? It is, the policy paper recommends that you can brand it, that boss, this product is made up of the 70% recycled plastic or recycled metal, anything. And you can you can see that certain companies, they provide the extra discounts also to purchase the recycled products. So that can be a very great idea indeed, in order to reduce the burden of the e-waste especially. I have just given you the example of the ordinary things, but we should be concerned that this policy paper talks about e-waste. Okay. Promotion of the technology for the extraction of the maximum number of the materials through the technology development or transfer, innovative finance mechanisms and schemes. Basically, guys, we all might be aware that certain top class electronic devices, they use the recycled polonium, recycled you can say molybdenum, or even the recycled gold, etc. But not all the labs, not all the industries are of this level that they can extract such materials from the used up electronic devices. So therefore, such technology should be promoted, which enables the extraction of maximum number of materials through the various means. Maybe government can offer some you can say finance mechanism, or some sort of electronic transfer, technology transfer with the other related industrial experts. Some things like that can be done. So basically, guys, these are the recommendations of the policy paper on the mitigation of e-waste through the circular economy. All right. Now, asking about the probable question, suppose that how can a question come on this topic? So first of all, we can say, like, the question, it can be from here. It can be from here, right? Statement number 1. Suppose question is like, consider the following statements. Consider the following statements. And statement number 1 will be like that India is, statement number 1 will be like, suppose for example that circular economy is an industrial system that facilitates the Okay, circular economy is the industrial system that facilitates the reduce, reuse and recycle process. Okay, second statement, the disposal or the management of e-waste is one of the most crucial components of circular economy. Third statement will be like India is the fifth largest e-waste producer. So you have to tell that which of the given statements should be considered as correct, right? So suppose there are 4 options A, B, C, D, and A says that only 1 and 2, B says that only 2 and 3, C says that all 1, 2 and 3, and D says that none. So guys, your answer should be that option number A, 1 and 2, these are correct. Why? Because the statement 1 is correct. Obviously, circular economy is the industrial system that facilitates the reduce, reuse, recycle. And not just that, guys, it facilitates. I'm not saying that it means that. It facilitates means to increase the efficiency of reduce, reuse, recycle, the 3R strategy. Circular economy is the new concept into it. So that is why statement number 1 is correct. And statement number 2 is obviously correct because the e-waste management is the most daring challenge. However, third statement is wrong because not the 5th largest, but the 3rd largest. All right. So this is how the questions might be asked. All right. Then I think the recommendation part is not something from where the questions might be asked because that becomes too specific. Okay. So guys, thank you so much for watching this informative thing, right? And if you are willing to prepare for IAS examination in 2022, 2023, अगर आपका ड्रीम है कि आप 2022 में या 2023 में जो है वो IAS एग्जाम के लिए अपीयर करें, क्रैक करें और एक ऑफिसर बने, सो ग्रेडअप आपके लिए लाया है बहुत ही शानदार अपॉर्चुनिटी जहां पर आप हमारे साथ जुड़ करके और घर बैठे लाइव इंटरेक्टिव सेशंस के थ्रू आप अपनी प्रिपरेशन को एक नई दिशा दे सकते हैं. सो गाइज, मेक श्योर दैट यू ज्वाइन दिस, राइट? जस्ट कॉन्टैक्ट ऑन दिस नंबर एंड ज्वाइन इन द प्रॉपर टाइम. किसी को भी अगर ये लगता होगा एनीबॉडी इज थिंकिंग लाइक दैट कि सही टाइम है क्या, दोस्तों एक चीज आप समझिए कि जब आपको सही लगता है, राइट, तब तक अक्सर बहुत देर हो जाती है. तो जब जागो तभी सवेरा. अगर आपको आज लग रहा है कि भाई आपको प्रिपरेशन करनी है और गाइडेंस की जरूरत है, सो दिस इज द राइट टाइम. नो अदर टाइम इज एज गुड एज द करेंट. ओके, तो आपके पास चॉइस है. सेलेक्ट योर प्लान, अप्लाई द कूपन कोड आपको याद होगा आज के लिए, लास्ट 55. तो बहुत ही कम दिनों के लिए मौका है आपके पास. इनफैक्ट आप समझ लीजिए कि बहुत जल्द प्राइसेस बढ़ने वाले हैं. सो मेक श्योर कि यू टेक द बेनिफिट ऑफ दिस डिस्काउंट. 55% ऑफ आपको मिलेगा सीधा, राइट? और इफ यू आर सब्सक्राइब टू द ग्रेडअप सुपर, तो आप देख ही सकते हैं आपको काफी सारी फैसिलिटीज मिलेंगी. सबसे पहली चीज को, तो जो भी कोर्सेज चल रहे हैं जो आपके काम के हो सकते हैं, आप सारे के सारे अटेंड कर सकते हैं बिना किसी रोक टोक के, बिना किसी एक्स्ट्रा चार्जेस के, राइट? एक्सपर्ट फैकल्टी मेंबर्स तो भाई अब टॉप ग्रेड फैकल्टीज इंडिया की जो है हमारे साथ जुड़ी हुई हैं, राइट? सो मेक श्योर दैट यू टेक बेनिफिट ऑफ दैट. Call on this number and these are the faculty members, right? So I will teach you history and I will also take occasional classes related to the environment, science, related to the international relations, right? In fact, all the faculty members you can see have appeared for the UPSC interviews at least once or more than once for sure. Okay? Not just that, they are also having multiple years of experience of teaching, right? You can see 7 years, 14 years, 7 years, right? So make sure guys that you are going to come into the right direction, into the right guidance. तो बिल्कुल आप जो है बहुत ही सही दिशा में आने वाले हैं अगर आप हमारे साथ आते हैं तो। डोंट डिले इट फर्दर, बिल्कुल आप जुड़ जाइए। और अभी तक आपने हमारा टेलीग्राम ग्रुप ज्वाइन नहीं किया है तो आप उसे भी ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं, ये लिंक आप एक्सेस कर सकते हैं, या आप टेलीग्राम पर सर्च कर सकते हैं ग्रेडअप IAS प्रिपरेशन, ये चैनल आपको मिल जाएगा, यू कैन ज्वाइन दैट। सो गाइज, इफ यू लव दिस लेक्चर, अगर आपके लिए कुछ इंफॉर्मेटिव रहा हो सो डोंट फॉरगेट टू लाइक दिस, बिल्कुल लाइक करें, काफी इंकरेजमेंट मिलता है हमें इस चीज से। एंड डोंट फॉरगेट टू शेयर इट विथ योर फ्रेंड्स एज वेल, राइट? So guys, thank you so much for watching and subscribe to the YouTube channel of Gradeup IAS. Hit the bell icon, आप उसको हिट करना मत भूलिएगा ताकि आपको नए अपलोड्स का नोटिफिकेशन मिलता रहे। ऑल द बेस्ट टू ऑल ऑफ यू। अपना ख्याल रखिए, अपने परिवार का ख्याल रखिए, स्वस्थ रहिए और खुश रहिए गाइस। थैंक यू सो मच, कीप प्रिपेयरिंग वेल बिकॉज सही प्रेप है तो लाइफ सेट है दोस्तों। जय हिंद एंड वंदे मातरम।